65% of you all watching this show right now, you feel like you are not financially educated enough to make the right decision with your finances. But I want to give you 6 main things that a certified financial planner will bring to your life. I've said this several times on my show. This is about a strategy. Our laziness should not be the responsibility of our kids to live out. We're not even planning for the future. What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Anthony ONeal. Welcome back to the table. I'm super excited because today we're going to be diving into a topic that a lot of us may not like, but it hits close to home for a whole lot of us. The ever-changing, often complex world of finances. Now, whether you're looking at setting yourself up for retirement age, thinking about your future investments, thinking about purchasing a home, or just trying to keep your daily expenses in check, one thing is super clear, and that is you need a solid financial game plan. I've never met a Super Bowl winner, an NBA champion, a person who won something in life without having a solid game plan. And who better to help you craft that game plan for your finances than a certified financial planner, or what they call them, CFPs? Because studies are showing, now check this out, only about 30% of Americans have a long-term financial game plan. This was a study done by spendmenot.com. So let's flip this. This means that 70% of you all watching right now do not have a game plan. Which to me, when I go to the scripture, right? When I go to the scripture says over in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18, where there is no revelation, AKA vision, AKA plan on paper, people cast off restraint. But blessed is the one who heeds wisdom's instruction. The King James Version simply says, where there is no vision, that's where people perish. That's wisdom. And so these certified financial planners are not just about helping you with your numbers, but they're helping you with turning your financial goals actually into reality. So I get it right now. We're in the very beginning, and I'm getting passionate about this message. Some of y'all are thinking, well, why is a CFP crucial in today's world? Well, check it out. That's what we're really going to unpack in today's show. We'll explore how a CFP can be your guide through the maze of financial decisions and how their expertise can set you and your family up for success. Key word there was you and your family, your wife and your kids and your kids' kids. But I need y'all to stick around because this is going to be a game changer in how you handle your money. And at the end of it, I'm going to give you a free example of a certified financial plan that my partners and I can do for you today. So after this show, there's no excuse for you to sit here and to tell me that I don't know what to do with my money, because I'm literally going to roll it all out for you, and my partners and I, myself, can give you a full one-sheet game plan specifically for you. Not broad for everybody. No, we're going to sit down with you and give you a game plan. But before we get there, listen, you guys, 70% of you all are still dating me. 70% of you all, our studies are shown on the back end of YouTube and the back end of our podcast platforms that you all are loving the content, you're consuming the content, but you're not joining the family. Listen, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. At the end of this, when we hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, we're giving away a car. I'm giving away a BMW or a Mercedes. I said it, a Mercedes. Yo fam, life doesn't wait for your payday, and neither should you. I want you to imagine getting your paycheck up to 2 days early. With Chime, you can. I want you to open a checking account in just minutes at chime.com/TTAO and start experiencing the freedom of getting paid early. You see, with no overdraft fees, no minimum balances, and no monthly fees, plus over 50,000 fee-free ATMs at stores you love, like Walgreens, CVS, 7-Eleven, and Circle K. Your money is always within reach. Your funds are 100% covered through the FDIC, insured up to $250,000, and you'll enjoy a peace of mind with Chime's instant transaction alerts and robust security features, including two-factor and fingerprint authentication. Join me and millions of members who are already enjoying the benefits of Chime. I want you to open your account today at chime.com/TTAO. Again, that's chime.com/TTAO. Chime feels like progress. So what exactly is a CFP? So a CFP is a certified financial planner, AKA a CFP. They are a financial professional who has achieved a specialized level of certification that is recognized internationally. So not just in the United States, but they're recognized internationally. Achieving this designation involves rigorous, and I mean this, rigorous education and training in various aspects of financial planning. Watch this. Y'all, I have education. I have some certifications in the financial world, but I don't have it as deep as these individuals. I'm going to be honest with you, all right? So this includes investment management, retirement planning, tax planning. One thing I've really been on, estate planning and insurance planning. You see, candidates must complete approved educational programs, pass a comprehensive exam, and have relevant work experiences. The CFP certification also requires adherence to high ethical standards. So not just low standards. You just can't go watch something on YouTube and say, I am a certified financial planner. No, professionals holding this certification are bound by a code of ethics that prioritize their clients' interests above their own. So there's no, they don't get no commission off of what you invest. You know, there's no incentive. Is they get paid to assess your situation, and then after that, they are done. Because this ensures that the financial advice provided is both trustworthy and tailored to you, to your individual needs and circumstances. This is huge. This is massive. And this is ethical, right? How do I say this? This ethical commitment is a cornerstone of the CFP designation, making these professionals well equipped to guide individuals like yourself and your families into making informed financial decisions that help achieve your long-term goals. My mom just called me the other day, actually the other week, and she was like, son, I'm gonna sit down with one of your certified financial planners. I want you on a call with me. I said, Mom, you don't need me on a call with them because these people are people who I've vetted for a while. Everybody's been hitting me up, man. You know what? How do I get into a financial advisor? How do I get into a certified financial planner? And some of the things that I was just doing some research on is I think a lot of us can do exactly what we need to do. We just need the navigation system. I think of it like this. This is why I love a certified financial planner, right? As a certified financial planner reminds me of a navigation system. We can drive the car, but if we can get someone to guide us, hey, turn here, hey, avoid this traffic loop. I was on my way to the studio at the time of recording this, and I noticed that there was traffic there, and so the Waze, the navigation system, routed me around the traffic because they knew ahead of time if you go this way, you're going to run into traffic. Ooh. I'm teaching right here. You're going to run into issues that is going to hinder you from getting you to your destination at the time that you need to get there. So what we're going to do, now that we can assess where you're starting from and we can assess what the traffic is doing, what the market is doing, what the world is doing, we can give you the right navigation system. Ooh, I'm teaching good. And this is what I love too. When you get there, they're still always looking for different ways to save you time. The navigation system is still looking for ways. As you're on your navigation system, they're still looking for ways to save you time. And when I was on my way to the studio, I was at a stoplight. Hey, save 2 minutes by turning left at the next light. Do you want to proceed? Yep. And that's exactly what a certified financial planner does. They assess your situation, they see your long-term goals, they give you a navigation system for your goals, and they give it to you on a sheet of paper, and they say, hey, go do this. But then you come back and you check in once a year, twice a year, and they reassess and they say, hey, yo, we can save you more time. Maybe you can retire early. Maybe you can have more money when you get to retirement. Maybe we can get you into your home earlier. Let's assess the situation. Hey, we're going to save here. We're going to put money over here. That's exactly what a certified financial planner does. And I'm super excited because today's partnership is brought to you by myself and my friends over at Domain Money. You can go to anthonyoneal.com/get my plan right now, and they are going to give you a 15-minute free assessment call. And they're going to tell you, hey, this is what we can offer you. It is 100% free for 15 minutes. The plan is not free. But what I love about Domain Money and what their team and our team is doing for you, it's that they're going to literally sit down and just assess everything. Yo, I'm telling them, I want them to pull your credit reports, pull your bank statements. You have a confidentiality, what do they call it? You are protected, right? So your stuff is not going to be blasted. They're not going to tell me your personal business because by law, they have to protect your personal information. But I want them to know that all of my people are trying to become debt-free and build wealth. That's the map I want you to put them on. And so they've agreed to give you all a 15-minute free consultation. And from a 15-minute free consultation, they're going to tell you which plan, a 1-page plan, a 2-page plan, or a very detailed plan. My suggestion is start off with the 1-page plan right now. And then as you get more into it, if you're single, we'll talk about this a little bit later on throughout the show. But I'm super excited about this because their 1-pagers is phenomenal. And I'm going to put an example of the 1-pager inside of the show notes so that way you can download it and see exactly what it is. It's not your typical 1-page. Domain Money is going to give you so much information that when you leave them, you know how to get in your car called life and drive to your destination, which is called your goal. And you can get there clearly. And along the journey, if you have another kid come in, if you lose a job, if you get more income, if you get married, if you get a divorce, if life happens, they can help you reroute instantly. And it's not going to break your bank. But I want to give you 6 main things that a certified financial planner will bring to your life and why it's so important. Hear me clearly. It's so important. Number 1, the most important thing that I believe Domain Money and myself will bring to you is an all-encompassing financial strategy. You see, a CFP doesn't just look at one aspect of your finances. They see the big picture. I want you to think about, a CFP is going to sit there and ask you a question. How many kids do you want? When do you want to retire? How do you want to send them to school? They're going to be working on everything from your day-to-day budgeting to your long-term retirement plan, your investment strategy. Where should you put the money? Where should you park your money in a mutual fund? How much are you putting inside of your 401k? And maybe we should adjust your 401k. They're going to be working on everything from where you are now to when you get to retirement season and everything in between. They tailor these plans to fit your specific financial situation and goals. I love how we are here and you're watching my show. Hear me clearly. I love it. I love how you're watching my show. I'm giving you broad picture stuff that we all need, but the broad picture stuff is just a foundation. I love this analogy of when I built my first home, I saw that all of the foundations was like the others inside of the neighborhood. But when it came to my home, I picked out specific things that were tailored to my specific home. I chose different siding. I chose different wood. I chose a different kind of look on the front of my home. Like I chose different kind of bricks. Like I can't say, here's how you build your finances, everyone. And everyone goes and does it. No, no, no. You need a specific plan for you. You still watch this show. You still watch your Dave Ramsey shows, your Earn Your Leisure shows, your Redefining Wealth with Patrice Washington, your Tiffany Budget Nista. You know, you're still watching that stuff to continue growing your financial IQ, but your plan is specifically made for you. And that's exactly what a certified financial planner will help you do. Like they're going to say, yo, I want to see how much money are you spending on Netflix a month? How much money are you spending on your kids? They're going to ask you, what's your number? How much do you want to live off of a month? And at what age? When I sit down with mine, I say, hey man, by 47, in between 47 and 50, I want to be at a place to where I can turn this over to, other young people. I want to be able to be like, hey, listen, I'm going to retire from doing this thing. I'm just going to, get into consultation. I don't know. But I want to bring on other young people who want to come on the show and help me, build this platform bigger. And they're passionate about helping people get out of debt. And I pay them 7 figures a year to take over this because my investment strategy through my CFP has positioned me to invest enough money into my future that I don't have to get up and work. I can still come in and do odd things here and there. But I got some dope people on my team right now that in the next 5 years, they can honestly take over the show and kill. But that's what a CFP does. They're going to create a strategic plan specifically for you. Because here's the truth. You and your friend can't have the same plan. Here's the second thing that I really hope you understand this, right? Is that a CFP is going to teach you the ropes. They're not just going to tell you what to do and leave you hanging. A big part of what a CFP does is educate you. They're going to help you understand where you stand financially, what your goals might be, and how you can get there clearly. This isn't just about handing over a plan and you're done. No, it's about empowering you to make smart financial decisions on your own. Sometimes, and this is why, this is why a lot of people, like in my case, when we have a surplus of money, we tend to just say, hey, we hire someone, tell them what to do, and then we wake up one day, we're missing some money or the money doesn't look right. It's because we hired someone who didn't want to teach us what we needed to know to hold them accountable. Woo. So for me, my financial advisor in Jamaica, she knows like, hey, boom, I know what this dude knows money. Like, I don't know all the nuances like her down to the T, but I know if this was a pool, let's say you went 10 feet deep is the deepest, 3 is the top, I can get to about 7.5, 8 feet when it comes to finances. I can tell when something's off. You know why? Because between my financial advisor and my certified financial planner, they've educated me along the way. 65% of Americans feel like they lack the knowledge to make financial decisions that will set them up for wealth. I want to say it one more time. 65% of you all watching this show right now, you feel like you are not financially educated enough to make the right decision with your finances. And that's why you're watching this show. And that is why you need a certified financial planner. Because You need someone who can sit down with you, give you the plan, and educate. You know what's so funny is one of my good friends, Gary, he's the contractor that I use to pretty much do everything around my house. I bought an older home, and I met Gary about 3 years ago. And Gary has helped me transform my home into a beautiful home. Like when I move from this home and rent it out, my renters are going to be so blessed because we fixed everything in that house. I mean, down to the little stuff up to the major stuff, the aesthetics. We added a pool. Like, it's just beautiful, right? But one of the things I love about Gary is he's a Jamaican man, and a honest Jamaican man. And every time he fixes something, O'Neal, he'll call me. You see what this is? I was like, no, sir. I ain't mind. This is da 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 da. And so before he fixes something, he'll educate me on, one, what is the problem, how to fix it if he can't get to it here quickly, and why it's important for it to be fixed. And so now every time he comes over to the house, I sit with him for like the first 10, 15 minutes to see what he's doing, because he's educating me on something that's in the house. We had to crawl up underneath the home. And I mean, I was like, what is this? What is that? And I know sometimes in my very first home, I've always wanted to learn. And the guy was going up underneath there to make sure that he is doing something to make sure that we don't have like any rodents or any insects up underneath the house. And I crawled up underneath there with him, and he got frustrated that I was crawling with him and asking him questions, because he was like, man, you're slowing me down from doing the job. I said, I don't care. I want to learn what you're doing, and I want to make sure that you're doing it right. Because how many of us have said, hey, go fix this, hey, go do this, and then we come back, oh my gosh, I gotta say this and this. I'm giving you an example of why it's important to get with someone that will teach you. I remember one of my homegirls, this was years ago, she took her car in the shop to get an oil change. Beautiful young lady, homegirl, never dated her. She was interested in one of my boys. She went to the church that I attended. And I remember her calling me because she went to get an oil change. And then when she got home, her car was smoking. Then when she called the place that fixed it, they said, oh yeah, it seems like you have XYZ. You need to fix XYZ. And she's like, Anthony, I went in for a $50 oil change. Now they're saying I got to pay a $5,000 fee to fix something, but it wasn't smoking before it went in. I said, yo, don't go back over there. Let me come over there. I went over there, looked at the car, because my dad taught me how to change oil while he was changing oil. He was giving me the education while doing it. And when I went in, I saw exactly what they did. I said, you know what? Let's drive back over to the spot right now. You ain't gonna pay nothing. I drove back over. She drove in. I drove back over with her. She pulled in. The guys come out. Yeah, we gotta do this. I said, nah, bro, pop that hood, sis. She popped the hood. I said, nah, bro, you left this off. That's the problem. Why are you trying to play her to get more money? Oh man, we didn't even see that. Nah, man. If she would have came back over here by herself because she lacked the information, you would have got the $5,000 from her when this was a simple mishap on your behalf. So what you're going to do, you're going to fix it, and I'm going to come in there and make sure that you fix it and do nothing wrong with it. This is why we got to get the right education. And you got to get with a CFP that is going to give you the right education. And this is what I love about Domain Money. You're going to get a free consultation. And then in that free consultation, you're going to be with them for about a month, 2 months. They're going to send you a nice form. And then when they present to you the game plan, they're going to spend hours with you to make sure that you understand what you're doing. And that's what we need. Here's number three. The number three thing that they are going to bring back, that they are going to really, really, really bring to the table to help you reach your goals. And that's learning how to navigate risk and navigate the things, the curveballs that life will throw your way. Because here's the truth, life throws curveballs. and financial markets can be unpredictable. You see, a CFP will help manage risk that could throw off your financial stability, such as a market downturns or unexpected expenses, ensuring you're better prepared for whatever comes your way. Goes back to the navigation example. There are curveballs. There are sometimes pocket of traffics. And what I love about a CFP is because they're so educated, because they're so experienced in this world, they can see down the road better than you and I could see down the road. I can see down the road pretty good, but even my CFP and my financial advisor can see down the road a little bit further than me. But like, hey, AO, this is typically what the market does around this time. I would move your money over here. I would do this, and let's navigate and keep your risk at minimum. Or if you're young, let's navigate and maybe give you a little bit more risk, because where there's more risk, there's more reward. But if you're in your 20s and late young 30s, that's honestly not a bad idea. So we really got to really learn how to navigate through those things. And a CFP who's experienced will tell you how to best navigate that. But here's number 4, and this is something that this is where I really get excited. They're going to teach you how to invest smartly, right? You see, because investing isn't just about throwing money at the stock market and hoping for the best. It's not about just throwing money into your 401k and hoping for the best. It's not about just throwing money into a CD and letting it sit there. No. You see, a CFP uses their deep understanding of the market to craft an investment, here goes the key word I've been using, strategy that aligns with your risk tolerance and financial goals, aiming to grow your wealth over time, not overnight. I'm gonna stay right there for a little bit, y'all. I've said this several times on my show. This is about a strategy. Wealthy people are not wealthy because they only make a lot of money. No, they are wealthy because they make good money and they put a strategy on top of that good money that aligns with their risk tolerance, that aligns with their goals for their life. And they work that strategy, that proven strategy, the game plan their certified financial planner gave them. Some of you all have a 401k right now, but you don't have a strategy to get the best results of that 401k. Some of you have a 403b in a nonprofit. Some of you have a mutual fund, but you don't have the right strategy on how to invest it. And this is what I love about having a certified financial planner, is that they are going to sit there and pull up your 401k, and they're going to tell you, hey, with your goals, this is the best way to invest your 401k. Because I bet you a lot of you right now, put in the comments below if this is you. Be honest with me. You just put money into a 401k. You just talk to your HR and say, HR, what should I do? Oh, you could do a target date. That's cool if you're doing a target date, but you can get better returns and better rewards if you get with a CFP and a financial advisor that can really help you with the strategy. Hey, we're going to put more money into bonds. Hey, we're going to put more money into this because your risk level is a little bit better. And so you can get more money now. You're in your 20s, you're in your young 30s. Let's go a little bit more higher with the risk. Hey, you're in your upper 30s and 40s. We don't want to go too low with the risk, but we don't want to go extremely high neither. We want to go right there in the middle with your strategy, with your goals. We want to do this. Like, they are going to give you a smart investing strategy. You want your kids to go to college. Hey, we're going to open up a 529 plan, and we're going to put $25 in there a month. I don't know what that is. Hey, you have a kid. Your kid is 13. If you have your own small business, well, instead of giving your kids allowance, how about we use your small business? How about we give them an actual job to do that is legal, legit, and ethical within your business, and we pay them $5,000 a year. Now you're giving them $5,000 a year. We can put that inside a custodial IRA, but check this out. You can now write that $5,000 off. It's a strategy. Did y'all even know that in certain states you can write off the 529? It's a strategy. Did you know that you should not just pass your house down to the kids? You should put it inside an estate plan to help you out with taxes. When that help you, because when you pass, it doesn't help you. It helps your family out. There's a strategy to everything. And how we're investing is important to get the right strategy. I hope this is making sense. Hope this is making sense. This is why I'm so passionate about this message. Because 65% of us, or what is that? 67% of us do not have a game plan. Watch this. 65% of us don't even have a strategy. We're not even planning for the future. We're only living today and thinking about tomorrow, but not planning for the future. And that's number 5. CFP, Domain Money, and myself, we're going to plan. We're going to help you plan for your future. Whether it's passing on wealth to your children's children or ensuring your later years are as comfortable as possible. A CFP assists with estate and retirement planning. This includes minimizing taxes and making sure your wishes are followed. 65% of us don't even have a plan for the future. You say you love your kids, but do you have a plan for your kids? My dad taught me something from the Marines, and y'all have heard me say it before. It's inside of my book, Debt Free Degree. Proper prior planning prevents poor performances. You see, if we can priorly plan for our future, it will prevent a poor performance in our future. What do I mean by that? If we can properly sit down with a CFP today and get a plan, get a game plan, it will prevent our future from being horrible. You see, the caliber of your future will be determined by the plan you orchestrate today. The caliber of your financial future, your retirement years, the caliber of your kids' years after college, the caliber of how your kids start their adult life will be determined by the choices and the plan you choose and work today. We have to stop telling our kids, I started here, you gotta start here. I worked hard, you gotta work hard. I struggled, you gotta struggle. What the hell is wrong with us? Why do we want our kids to struggle? Our laziness should not be the responsibility of our kids to live out. We're lazy. We would rather go buy a Gucci belt, a $500 weave, a $2,000 purse, than to sit down and invest a couple of $1,000s into a financial plan. Watch this. Thank you, God. You see, the right plan will get you not just the Gucci belt, but it will also get you Gucci stock. It will also give you money to where you can set your kids up to not only just get the nice car, the nice house, the nice things, but they can build something. But if you're not planning for the future, we're only going to live today. And we're only going to enjoy today. And then we're going to be stressed and struggling at 60, at 70, and at 80, and still have to work. Because we never took the opportunity to get a plan. Listen, I immediately paid Domain Money to give me my plan because I wanted a one sheet. I immediately paid my certified financial advisor and planner to give me my strategy and my plan. You know why? Because I want my future to be well. I want the caliber of my future to be sexy. And when I say sexy, I'm not talking about sexual. No, I'm talking about I want it to be beautiful. I want it to be peaceful. This is why I say we're the E3 community. You know why? Because we're expanding. We are increasing when it comes to legacy, when it comes to abundance, when it comes to freedom. I don't want to be 70 years old and I don't have no freedom. I don't. And I don't want you to be 50, 55 wondering when can you retire. I don't want you to be 50, 55 years old and you're just now starting to think about retirement and you only got $60,000 in retirement and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do. I don't see why people say they're retiring from a job that they worked from 40 years to simply go work another job. Just say you quit, because retired means you're done. You're about to go enjoy life and spend the rest of your life enjoying the fruit of the last 30, 40, 50 years. I don't want the last years of my life in struggle. I don't want the last years of my life as I'm transitioning to go home with the Lord. I got to work at McDonald's and serve someone food at 12 o'clock at night. And I'm saying that because I was hungry a few months ago and I don't normally eat at McDonald's, but I said, let me just get some fries and a little high C fruit punch. And I went there, it's about like at 12 o'clock at night, it's like 11:45. I was coming home from the airport and man, an older lady handed me my fries. And I asked her, ma'am, how old are you, ma'am? It's 12 o'clock at night. She ain't be home. She's like, baby, I just need the money. I'm 82 years old. I said, wow. I said, well, ma'am, thank you so much for helping me out this evening. I don't want that. I don't want that to be me. I don't want that to be you. I don't want that to be your family. But you gotta have the right plan. And having the right plan, watch this, which is the last thing. It helps you avoid overpaying taxes, which is number 6. A CFP is going to teach you how to be smarter with your taxes. Because here's the truth. Nobody likes to pay more taxes than they have to. And a CFP comes armed with knowledge of the latest tax laws to help you keep as much of your hard-earned money as possible by spotting tax efficiency and savings. By covering these bases, you guys, a certified financial planner ensures that your financial plan isn't just robust, it's customized to support your dreams and your financial future. I am going to put an example of a one-sheeter on my website. All you gotta do is go to anthonyoneal.com/get-my-plan. Or you can just go to anthonyoneal.com and click on Meet with a CFP. And I want y'all to get the 15-minute free consultation. They're gonna give it to you for free. Let me say it one more time. They're gonna give you a 15-minute free consultation. And I wanna end the show by saying this, you guys. You're gonna spend some money to get a plan. You're gonna spend some money to get a plan because you just can't go to a Phil Jackson and say, hey man, I need a play for my team and not pay nothing. A plan is gonna cost you, but a plan is only gonna cost you one time. And once you get that plan, you stick to that plan. And what I love about Domain Money, they're gonna charge you for the plan. That's it. Let's say you come back, you can book them for an hour session next year. Hey, I just got married. I want to fix and tailor this plan to me and my spouse. Hey, we have a kid coming in 6 months. I want to tailor our plan to that. What are the best things we need to be doing to set our kids up for a financial future? I want to end this show by just reiterating what I said in the beginning. That the majority of us watching right now do not have a plan. And that 35% of us feel that we cannot make the right financial decisions for our future. And if that is you, I want to challenge you, even if you don't use my Partner Nas program, man, go get a plan. And I want you to stick to the plan so that your money can be stronger, so that your future can be stronger, so that your kids will know your name. And why will they know your name? Because you left them something. Because you took time to properly plan, not just for yourself, but for your family and for your children's children. A good man and or woman leaves an inheritance to their children's children. That's Bible. That's Bible. The Bible doesn't say a good man leaves debt. The Bible doesn't say a good man leaves a credit score. The Bible doesn't say a good man leaves a Gucci belt. The Bible doesn't say a good man leaves a Louis Vuitton purse. The Bible doesn't say a good man leaves a BMW. The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. But in order to lead and to leave an inheritance, you got to have a plan on how you're going to build that inheritance to leave your children. My name is Anthony ONeal. If this is your first time watching this show and you got to this point, thank you so much for watching this entire show. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. Go to anthonyoneal.com/get my plan. And I'll see you on the next show. Peace out.